2 minutes and 56 seconds into round 3 for your winner by TKO and the 2025 Women's Flyweight PFL World Tournament Champion.
Dakota Ditcheva's next scary opponent, Liz Carmouche, nickname Girl-Rilla, is ready to face our beloved Dakota Ditcheva, and not just face. She said, "I'm ready to show my best version and win this fight and become Dakota's first loss." Here's the real question: can she do this, or Dakota beat her and stay undefeated? Let's find out. But next in her path is the dangerous Dakota, who at the moment is a freight train crushing everyone in her path.
Come on in.
Down the fence. Oh!
We're ready.
So long and rangy.
Oh! Put away.
Oh!
Oh!
Who wins this fight? But first, smash that like button and subscribe because we're about to break down everything you need to know.
I have physical aggression. I like to push my limits. I like to see what I can do. I like to force myself to grow. I want to evolve. I'm not happy with just being settling and just doing one thing. I want to push myself to new levels and new extremes as much as I possibly can. And MMA fit that, and it pushed me, and it made me who I am.
Current record, 25-8. Age, 41 years old. Nickname, Girl-Rilla, the Gorilla. Background, former U.S. Marine, UFC pioneer, former Bellator champion 2025, PFL Flyweight Tournament champion.
Pounds even, the two-time, two-weight class world title challenger tonight in her first Bellator world title fight stands with 16 professional victories, 7 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. Marine Corps veteran fighting out of Okinawa, Japan by way of San Diego, California, the challenger, Liz Girl-Rilla Carmouche.
Liz Carmouche isn't just another fighter, she's a legend. For nearly 2 decades, this woman has been ending rivals with dazzling kicks, a crazy submission game, and that relentless Marine mentality. Let's put this into perspective. Carmouche was choking out Ronda Rousey when some of today's fighters were still in middle school. She's fought in Strikeforce, UFC, Bellator, and now PFL. She's literally seen it all.
You know, there are a lot of statements that have been made in my career, and it seems like I'm always that person that's brought in, and you have these undefeated up-and-comers, whether they're champions, whatever organization, and I'm supposed to be the welcoming mat as they progress further in their career, and I stop them dead in their tracks. And Juliana Velasquez is that same thing.
The UFC connection. Here's something wild. Carmouche was actually cut from the UFC because she was too dominant. The UFC wanted other ladies to develop and challenge for the title, and Girl-Rilla was blocking everyone's path. That's not a joke. That's how good she was. The Bellator domination. After leaving the UFC, Carmouche went to Bellator and proved everyone right. She quickly competed for the belt and won it viciously with a crucifix position that had her opponents seeing stars.
That one to the body hurt. That one to the body hurt. Instead, she tucks that hand into her thigh, and now protect yourself. Protect yourself. Full gorilla mode right there. Waves it off. Body punishment. And Carmouche.
She defended that title 3 times with absolute brutality, demolished opponents with spinning attacks that left them looking like barber chairs, tore through rivals' legs with no mercy, made champions dance like they'd been stung by ants. 7 straight wins. Complete domination.
Short elbow strikes.
There's a couple good ones in there.
Referee stops the fight. We've got a new flyweight champion!
When Carmouche came to PFL, she meant business. She destroyed Alara Joanne in just 85 seconds. That's not a fight. That's a demolition. The semifinal war, but her semifinal against the undefeated Alora Dana, 8-0 record, showed us everything we need to know about Carmouche's heart. Dana was younger, undefeated, and came to fight. Carmouche got tested like never before. The Brazilian hit her with everything: slams, submissions, relentless pressure. But the Marine veteran showed that experience trumps youth. She systematically broke down Dana with precision striking, created a massive hematoma on Dana's forehead, counter-struck while moving backwards like a technical masterclass, tore through Dana's lead leg until she could barely stand. This wasn't just a win. It was a statement. At 41 years old, Carmouche proved she could hang with the young lions. The final.
I've got to ask you this question. Everyone's going to want to know what comes next for you. We're going to see you back in here. We're going to see you fighting again. Any idea who or when or what for?
Hey, I would love to do a super fight at 135, get that women's division in here, headline. I think that'd be amazing. I think when Dakota's healthy, I would love a chance to be able to fight Dakota.
Man, so another weight class and a rematch against Dakota. Brilliant.
Thinking big.
Thinking big, of course. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen of Charlotte. Make some noise for your winner, Liz Girl-Rilla Carmouche.
$500,000 prize against Jenna Bishop, the same fighter Dakota had destroyed. Carmouche showed championship poise. Bishop tried to use her BJJ black belt skills, attempted an armbar that would have finished most fighters, transitioned to a triangle choke with vicious elbows. But Carmouche, with all that Iraq and Afghanistan combat experience, didn't panic. She escaped, reversed position, and took control. In round 3, she loaded up that legendary left hook, caught Bishop with a devastating counter that made her do a full back roll, finished with hammer fists for the knockout victory. PFL champion, $500,000 richer, and hungry for more. Grappling, one of the best defensive wrestlers in women's MMA, crucifix position specialist. When she locks this in, it's over triangle choke expert armbar transitions that flow like water. She can slam you, submit you, or grind you out. Your choice. Intangibles. Marine Corps toughness. This woman has seen combat in Iraq and Afghanistan, nearly 20 years of professional experience, has fought and beaten Olympic-level athletes, championship experience across multiple organizations, cardio for days. She can fight hard for all 5 rounds. Zero quit in her DNA. The mindset. In her own words, I want somebody who's going to be complex, who's going to challenge me, and force me to show my best version. This isn't someone looking for an easy fight. This is a warrior who wants to test herself against the best. Why this fight matters.
Now our opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in officially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Very comfortable.
Switches back.
Jab. Oh, lovely combo.
That sounds sweet coming in.
Mona Kimura, that's where it's at. The real life Chun-Li. I covered her 2 weeks ago. As a quick recap, she only uses her legs. Almost. She uses her kick as a jab, but she's a trained boxer too. Trained boxing her whole life. Trained karate her whole life. She's fit. Great. And she completely annihilated her first 2 opponents.
Exploding across social media, with millions of views in only a few days, a 23-year-old kickboxing sensation from Japan has everyone talking. Fans worldwide are now debating one big thing. Could Mona Kimura be on the verge of overtaking Dakota Ditcheva as the biggest name in women's combat sports?
This is the most disrespectful domination I've ever seen in kickboxing. These fighters train years to master complex combinations. But Mona Kimura said, nah, I'm good, and picked one move from Taekwondo. This cut kick became her square button, and she was not letting go. Look at her opponent's face. She's already shook. Step in, eat a kick. Throw hands, eat a kick. Breathe wrong, believe it or not, eat a kick. Then she got really disrespectful, dropped her and pointed. Back to back to back to back. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. At this point, just take the L and go home. Mona really said, why learn 100 moves when one move does the trick? Real life Chun-Li just broke the game.
On one side, you have the real-life Chun-Li, a fighter with only 3 professional fights who's racking up 10, 20, even 50 million views on social media. On the other side, you have an undefeated champion with a perfect 15-0 record who just won $1 million.
Found the real Chun-Li.
Yeah, one-button melee is taking the fight game by storm. Shorty only throw punches to confuse her opponent.
Yeah. Get that?
Heard you like feet. Shorty must have practiced the same kick 10,000 times. Her opponent never sees it coming. Want to see what my shoes smell like? It's as if she's trying to remove a bunion with her opponent's face. Shorty didn't have a counter the entire fight. It's like taking on your younger sibling who don't know the controls yet. Look at the balance. Legs stay in the air, but Shorty never lose technique.
Get that?
Her opponent tasted more feet than Quentin Tarantino. Oh, she finally getting mad. Put her hands on Shorty.
So what's really going on here? Is Mona Kimura actually the next big thing? Can she beat Dakota Ditcheva? Or is this just another case of social media hype that'll fade in a week? Let's break it down. Let's start with what everyone's talking about. Mona Kimura's fight clips have absolutely exploded across every platform. We're talking 5 million, 10 million, some clips hitting 20+ million views on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and Twitter. When 50 Cent, with his 30+ million followers, posts about you saying Street Fighter vibes, you've officially gone mainstream. But here's what's wild. This is happening with a fighter who has only 3 professional fights. So why is she blowing up? It's simple. Her fighting style is perfect for the social media era. Those rapid-fire head kicks, that rhythm, the way she just spams one move like you're button mashing in a video game. It's instantly recognizable, it's shareable, it's memeable.
試合での KO が追加。はい。そういう倒しに来るかな。ギアチェンジと言います。はい。
ノアルド。モットーがノアルド。木村。
タイミングあるんで、さあ乗り。
The Chun-Li comparison isn't just accurate, it's brilliant marketing. Gamers see those kicks and immediately connect it to one of the most iconic video game characters ever. That's millions of people who would never watch a normal fight suddenly invested in combat sports. And her style fits perfectly into 15 to 30-second clips. That cut kick, the disrespectful pointing, the way her opponents just can't figure it out, it's viral gold. Dakota's brutal body shot knockouts are devastating, but they don't translate to TikTok the same way. But before we get carried away with the hype, let's talk about who Dakota Ditcheva actually is. Because this is where things get real. Perfect 15-0 record in MMA. Not just undefeated, untouched. 12 of her 15 wins are by knockout. That's an 80% finish rate against world-class competition.
Ditcheva still undefeated in the blue. Tyler Santos, a one-time UFC title challenger in the black. Plus moves forward. Oh, first kick to the face. Ditcheva showing off all the weapons. And I consider the repertoire deep for sure. Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again.
When Dakota hits you to the body, the fight is over. Ask Tyler Santos, ask Chelsea Hackett, ask Gina Bishop. These aren't cans. These are legitimate fighters who got absolutely destroyed. She just won $1 million as the PFL champion at Flyweight. She's 5 feet 8 inches, fights at 126 pounds, and has been training her entire life in Muay Thai under her father's guidance.
Against the fence with body shots.
Combination again, punching her way out of these clinches.
Inaba not able to match speed on the outside.
Crashing in again.
Oh, beautiful knee.
Out of the clinch is really working for Ditcheva. She gets the turn, another knee finds its way to the face of Sumiko Nagla, and an elbow from Dakota.
Naba can't take a lot of those knees.
Here's what separates Dakota from Mona: technical diversity. Dakota doesn't just spam one move. She sets up her body shots with high kicks. She uses feints, she adjusts mid-fight. She's a complete striker who happens to specialize in liver shots. So we have Mona at 3-0, fighting regional opponents in kickboxing, and Dakota at 15-0, fighting championship-level competition in MMA. The experience gap is massive.
Come on in.
Down the fence. Oh,
We're ready.
so long and rangy.
Put away.
Oh,
Yeah, and a power.
Now let's talk about what would actually happen if these two fought. And spoiler alert, it wouldn't be close. Mona's style is effective against opponents who haven't seen it before. That lead leg cut kick is fast. It's accurate, and it's relentless. She throws it from multiple angles, and the volume is overwhelming. It's like fighting a kicking machine. She comes from a taekwondo and karate background, which explains the emphasis on kicking. She's even trained in boxing, so she has hands too. But let's be honest, she's not using them much.
And her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She's a Muay Thai specialist and stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. She weighed in initially at 126 pounds and holds a professional record of 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Dakota Ditcheva.
Very comfortable.
Switch is back.
Job. Lovely combo.
On display is really, really remarkable.
Dakota Ditcheva is a prodigious striking sensation fighting for the legacy of her family.
She's brilliant. She do well just boxing. Really, really amazing athlete.
Dakota's skills. She is one of the most spiteful strikers that we've ever seen in the PFL.
She's never won a belt, as she said. Like, she's not a complete fighter, is she? I'm not a complete fighter. She definitely isn't either, so. Or whatever.
She's used to getting first-round finishes, Randy. Gas tank might be an issue here. We'll find out tomorrow night.
British fighter faces a former UFC title challenger who's been trash-talking her for months. Pure devastation. Dakota Ditcheva didn't just beat Taila Santos at the 2024 PFL Championships. She sent a message to the entire UFC flyweight division that a new killer has arrived.
Cruz in the middle of Puerto Rico, sending all the love and good luck to Dakota Ditcheva. She fights in the PFL Europe Finals. She has a chance to win $100,000. That's going to be live on December 8th, Friday, in Dublin, Ireland. Good luck, Dakota.
Also, Dakota killing it.
I know,
she's
dude.
in the final. Taila Santos. That's a tough fight.
It is. It's a step up, but Dakota's ready. Dakota's prepared. She trains hard. She's got, again, the best team around her. She's so disciplined. And she's just so fucking good, dude. Like, she is the real deal. She's the full package. I'm super excited for her. I think that this is about to be a big coming out party when she makes it look easy.
Yeah, very, very excited for her final. We'll see how it goes against Taila Santos. Huge fight in her career.
I know how it's gonna go.
Give us a prediction.
I mean, I think she's gonna knock her out. Okay. I think probably second round.
Okay, second round knockout. You heard her here from Kayla.
Even UFC star Kayla Harrison is calling her the real deal. Let's break down how this 26-year-old phenom is changing women's MMA forever. But out of nowhere came a relatively unknown beast from Britain, Dakota Ditcheva. Against all odds, this British-Bulgarian warrior in just 3 years has shown that she possesses the deadliest striking in women's MMA. The 5'8" Dakota dismantled the entire Brazilian MMA establishment, becoming a champion in MMA's biggest female star. But how did she manage to take down an entire nation's MMA legacy single-handedly? Let's dive into Dakota's destruction of UFC veteran Taila Santos and why the entire UFC division is now on notice.
Dakota Ditcheva wanted to join the global season, wanted to step up in competition, prove herself at the highest level.
There's no limit to how high I'm gonna go. I'm sticking around for a long time for sure.
Right back, oh, big knee, she's in trouble, that's the end! Oh, nasty combination, and the body work, and that'll do it! Beautiful knee! Dakota Ditcheva silences the doubters!
Going into this fight, Dakota Ditcheva was facing serious disrespect. Taila Santos, a fighter who nearly beat UFC champion Valentina Shevchenko, mocked Dakota by calling her just a Barbie and saying she should be a model. Santos even put on lipstick during the promotion to mock the British fighter.
All of my friends, what I've always loved is all of my friends knew my mum fought. They all knew she was a world champion. If I went to school, it was always, oh my God, your mum's well hard, you know. And I used to always love that. And I'd go to the shop sometimes, and I'd walk past one of my friends at school that I don't necessarily talk to, but they'd always walk past and go, hi Lisa. They wouldn't say hi to me, but they'd always say hi to my mum. And I loved that, you know. I loved having a mum that was like, you know, tough, and I could walk around and be so proud of. Like, I just absolutely love that. You go to shows and it's like everybody knows your mum. Everyone comes up to you and says, oh, your mum's amazing, you know, she was a brilliant fighter. A few of the people she used to train with would come up to us and say, oh, your mum used to beat me up